Good morning, people. It's your man, Joshua Pondexter. Happy Friday, 9 a.m. live. We're a little bit behind schedule. We had to go into Chicago, see a client early this morning, already on the grind. So last week we talked about some issues surrounding estate planning. And so you should do your estate planning. You should, get that done. We definitely encourage that. We're going to be talking about more of that on this live here for the next couple of weeks. So with that said, this is planning, a continuation of planning. So before you buy a life insurance policy, before you buy a mutual fund, a stocks, a bond, you should plan, right? So if you go to a product seller, someone that sells life insurance, someone that sells mutual funds and stocks, how do you know that without a plan that's going to meet your objective? So first of all, we should have a net worth objective, a net worth statement. So how much do I want my net worth to be, right? So after I get a net worth of $1 million, $3 million, $5 million, 10 million. Now, I don't have to work for money anymore. I don't mean you stop working. It's just that your goal to create a certain amount of net worth has been accomplished. All right. So now that's the first step in planning your financial life. Right. So most folks say, well, don't know how to do that. Well, it's that simple. Just say that, hey, listen, this is my my net worth statement that at 20 years from now, 30 years from now, I want to be worth a certain amount of, have a certain amount of wealth, right? Whether that be cash, whether that be in your investment portfolio, whether that be in your real estate portfolio, or whether that be in the value of your business, right? So that's the plan. Get a plan. So that, and then a part of that plan, is to have some retirement projections, right? So not that you retire from contributing to life and to society, but hey, when I need to retire from working for money, now I can continue to earn money, but I don't need money. So you need to have a retirement projection, a retirement plan that's going to occur 15, 20, 30 years down the road. Give yourself some time, right, for this plan. And then the next one is that, okay, I got my net worth plan. I have my retirement plan. And so now we need to start looking at our insurance, right? So because now you got a protective plan. No one builds a building without insurance protecting that plan. No, none of those skyscrapers that are built don't have insurance, right? Insurance for the property, insurance for the workers, insurance. So now you need a plan about how I'm going to insure my plan, how I'm going to insure myself, because I'm the worker in the plan, right? And then there's other things that come up. Risk management. I need a plan for risk management, right? Which comes with, of course, that includes life insurance, disability insurance, long-term care insurance, health care, right? Home auto, right? So now people, you had to learn something about insurance. Just can't be buying the stuff, right? And then with your home and auto, you might need an umbrella policy, right? Because it don't take nothing but one accident to eliminate some wealth, right? So there we go. Planning. You need a plan. So before you start buying products, get yourself a plan. Well, Joshua, I don't have a plan. I'll let your boy, Joshua, Pondexter.com. That's what we do. We help you plan, right? So get a net worth statement. Say, in the next 20, 30 years, I want to have a net worth of $1 million, $3 million, $5 million, or even more, right? So that's my net worth statement. And then we need to develop a plan around achieving that. A retirement plan. What do you plan on doing in your retirement? When is that going to happen? When you start retiring from money? Or you're going to be doing a lot of volunteer work? I suggest you do some along the way. Don't wait till you retire, right? Because you might not make it, right? So, and then once you have these plans in order, you got to protect it. It comes with insurance. Choosing the right insurance, right? And insurance is used for risk management, right? So now I got to manage my risk, right? I have life insurance, right? If I come up missing in the project, or building a family, or educating my children, because you need a plan for that too, right? So, hey, life insurance is something that's utilized to cover that in case of a premature death, right? Disability, if I become disabled, right? What's going to happen to my plan? Can I continue moving my plan forward, right? Long-term care. That's when you are unable to work, to contribute, right? You are disabled, so you need a plan. You need to look at your health insurance. You need to look at your auto, homeowner's insurance, and determine if you need an umbrella policy. You might do, and since it's a catch-all, they're pretty reasonable when it comes to price, right? And so now, always getting a plan ensures you always get exactly what you plan requires, and nothing less, right? So if you don't have a plan, you don't know what you're going to require, all right? So get yourself a plan, right? Holler at your boy, Joshua, Pondexter.com. Avail yourself of a complimentary consultation. It's not going to cost you $1,500. Buy your man a cup of coffee, right? And then we'll sit down and we'll plan. I get questions all the time. What about this? What about that? What about it? I don't even know how that's going to fit into your plan. Oh, well, Joshua, I don't have a plan. Well, listen, you need to get a plan, because I can tell you, what about this mutual fund? What about this stock? What about this real estate transaction? Should I buy investment property, multi-units? Should I buy commercial? Well, hey, does that fit into your plan? Right? So without a plan, I can't advise you. Right? So with those questions that you love to text me and email me and call me about, if I hadn't helped you design a plan, I don't even know if it's going to work for you. What about this mutual fund? What about this stock? What about this cryptocurrency? What about it? Does that fit into your plan, into your goal? Right? Is that going to help you retire? Is that going to help you build wealth? Is it going to, in the time you have allotted to accomplish these things, are these products going to help you? What about IULs? What about variable annuities? What about fixed? What about them? Right? It's a product. It's a vehicle to help you to get to where you're going. Well, I don't really know where I'm going, so listen, people, it's very critical that you plan. And so, as a planner, as an advisor, I can't help you unless we develop a plan, because I would not be responsible for helping you get somewhere if we don't know where we're going, right? So this is my take on it. We talked about estate planning, some issues surrounding that. So estate planning is a part of planning, right? Your estate, right? And then how do you, if you don't have an estate, you have to build an estate. So that's what this planning is about, right? You have a statement, you make a net worth statement saying that, hey, excuse me, in a certain amount of time, I'm going to acquire so much net worth, whether that's in cash, portfolio of stocks and bonds, mutual funds, real estate, my business, right? And so if I was to sell all those things and liquidate them, I'll be worth $5 million, right? So, got to build it. Then, of course, on educational planning, right? Well, my children are grown. Well, what about your grandchildren? What about some other child that you can help get educated, right? So you got to have a plan to help people. Now, if your children, you have young children, there's strategies around that. And I have my philosophies about it, but we need to explore yours, right? I mean, my personal philosophy is never, ever, ever, ever put money in a child's name, right? So that would mean that you can't, plan for their education, but they might grow up and go off to the circus, right? Education planning. Right? And then you don't want to put any money in their name because when you do the FAFSA, you don't want to disallow them for grant money and other loans or whatever they could get, on their own to move their educational objective forward, right? So educational planning is critical, whether you're doing it for your own children or for your grandchildren. And then when you reach your net worth statement, you can help other people's children, right? So retirement planning, right? You have to plan for retirement, or if you live, it's going to happen. Insurance. You must understand insurance. We live in one of the most litigious societies to ever exist. People will sue you when you have nothing, right? So lawsuits, accidents, these things happen. So you must make sure that you have adequate auto and home insurance, and then you definitely might want to consider. I would suggest that you consider umbrella policy since it's so affordable, right? So this is risk management. Life insurance, you don't come home, right? You come up missing, but you have started a project with your family and your children. You want that to continue, right? Disability, right? That's a real deal. Slip and fall, accident on the job. And then you're a young man, young woman, 40, 45, 50, and voila, you out of the workforce, right? So those things are needed to be considered, right? So I think we have covered all the possible areas of your life that you need to consider planning, and we're here to help you people. JoshuaPondexter.com. Avail yourself of a consultation, right? Don't cost you nothing but a cup of coffee, right? Buy your man a coffee. So listen, that's it for this Friday. We want to wish you love, peace, and soul, and bye for now.